You must ask. You are representing the press. You must ask this. There is a reason why you are called the fourth pillar of democracy. This is for you to ask. The reason I am coming in front of you as an individual today, and I'm thankful that you are giving me the space to talk, is not just because how I have personally suffered. I can tell you separately how my family is in doldrums. So, ma'am, I cannot answer this. I am not from politics. I am from industry. We do simple things, much simpler things. We do projects, we build roads, we build factories, we find people jobs. And I can talk about the fact that my company, as a global company, has delivered, and we are proud of this. You mean to say CITD then, who did the valuation of this project, is a co-conspirator? You think KPMG, who wrote it in this State of India report, is a co-conspirator? You think so everybody is a co-conspirator. I mean, I feel like laughing, or maybe crying, something. I feel like doing something. I can't just keep quiet.
So do you think selective arrests are being made only in the party and the side have been stated at the end?
Ma'am, I cannot say this. Ma'am, I cannot answer this. But I think you as a media have all the rights to ask the question. I can only say that this project and the tenure of the company that I represented, the partners that I represented, despite what has happened to me, my only regret is why did I even do this? But aside of that, the personal regret aside, I am proud of what we did. It was one of the most successful things that we did. The enwrapping vision of the government that was wrapped in front of us, which was all-inclusive, which was going to find, and I remember the Honorable Chief Minister at that point of time saying, and if I can quote his words as much as clearly as I can, he said, when we did Hyderabad, not all people who got trained to do IT in Hyderabad worked in Hyderabad. They went all around the world. They became the state's ambassador. He used the word, I remember that word, few words. He said they became the state's ambassador. We will want to do the same thing. The people who get trained over here may not all find job in the state of Andhra Pradesh, but they will become the state's ambassador wherever they go and work. And that will bring people, if people know that this is a place, this is like a mine out of which diamonds are come, or such employees can come out, they will come in and invest. Kia Motors, when it went in to invest in Andhra Pradesh, we were honored to train, the centers were honored to train also their people. They were amazed. They have gone on record in saying how wonderful training, and it's a global company, the training that was given to their people. And it co-affirmed their position of investing in Andhra and making those cars out of Andhra. I can only, as I said, I can only talk about, I don't want to get into conjecture, because it's sub judice. And plus, it's not fair on me. I only want to say the facts.
The first Siemens sold 3,000 crores grant. Later it changed to discount. Why the change?
No, the grant in kind is always discount. How do you get a grant in kind? How do you get a grant in kind? It's like you're praying to God, right? God is giving you benefaction. God doesn't really come in front of you and give you benefaction. Think about a grant in kind. What is grant in kind means? In kind means what? Can it ever happen? Suppose you go to Amazon Prime and you get no change of words. So how do you give that grant in kind? You give that grant in kind through discount, right? Finally, the commercial terms are discount, invoice, payment, proceeds. These are commercial terms. You can't invent a new term in commercial terms. You have to give it through, you have to administer it through discounts. Siemens and all the partners who give these extraordinary discounts, grant in kind, they administered it through discounts. Of course, grant in kind, and this is, by the way, I have explained this time and again, over multiple times, to the investigative authorities.
How much of the payment you mentioned in the agreement is tripartite?
I don't exactly remember, but I think it was including taxes. It was 371 crores. Thereafter, the taxes went up because Swachh Bharat tax and all that came up. We absorbed it. Number of centers went up. We absorbed it.
How much Siemens company get from the 371 crore?
Including software, hardware, services. Again, I don't have the figures right now in front of me because after I left Siemens, I don't have any access to any documents. But I would say it's at least about 100 crores. About 1/3 was from Siemens, and the rest 2/3 was from our industry partners.
But DesignTech
DesignTech MD has written that all 371 crore was. No, no. I don't think so. No. If you can show it to me, and maybe you should ask the DesignTech MD what he has said. No, Siemens, what? So, is your question how much Siemens was paid? Siemens was paid about, everything put together was about 100 crores. The rest were spent with to other, like, there were hardware vendors. There were.
The entire 371 crores
Came to DesignTech.
From the government to Siemens.
Came to DesignTech. DesignTech was the implementation partner. It came to DesignTech. No, 371 crores came to DesignTech. 371 crores came to DesignTech. DesignTech paid to everybody, including Siemens. When I was in Siemens, this hadn't happened, right? There was a GST investigation that had started because one of the sub vendor did not submit his service tax, and you have to understand service tax at that point of time you didn't even know if your sub vendor has given the service tax or not. So there was input to credit taken, etc., etc. And I'm telling you this because it's important that the matter is still not adjudicated.